boys like to play with.
We staying. Oh my god, we staying. Oh my god, we vibing. Oh my god, we living. We soaring. We flying. These people really. I didn't even pay attention to the vote count. I was too busy trying to look pretty because I thought I was on my way out the damn door. They voted out Kaylin over me. They fucking voted out Kaylin over me. Oh my god. They are going to regret this until the last day they live. Swear to God.
So I'm just sitting at Exile and the post comes through and who's being voted out, and it's freaking Kaylin. No, oh my god, no. I love that queen so much. I was so sad to see her go because she was an ally for me, but she was playing both sides. I understand why they took a shot at her, but honestly, I'm surprised that Noah or Mark wasn't sent home. I'm really getting sick and tired of the other side just banding together and trying to vote one after the other, because there's a pecking order on that side and they need to seriously wake up before somebody makes a move on them. So, you know, I'm just hoping the next tribal I win immunity, because if it's a double tribal next, I will be pissed because I don't think I'll be active for tribal because I've got this really important thing for school. And yeah, I just hope it's not double tribal. If it's single tribal, it would be better.
Kaylin just got voted out. I first tribal council in 3 tribals that I didn't get any votes at all, so really happy about that. Right now, I think I may be sliding into the radar a little bit. I got like the people, well, I think mainly Riley was probably the one pushing for me to get voted out of this game. So after she left, I feel like I'm able to like kind of slide under the radar. I feel like Noah's really the only person that's kind of that I've heard is coming after me from Ned and Annabelle. So I think if Noah goes, like, I should be in a pretty good spot because I don't think other people are really talking about voting me out. At least, like, I don't know of it because I feel like people would tell me. So, yeah, Kaylin, I'm really sorry that it had to be you, but I had to do what's best for my game. Hopefully next, I don't know, I might try to, like, pull off another blindside, but if not, it's probably gonna be Noah.
So, Tribal just ended, and my objective has made it. I did what I said I was gonna do. I got the votes for Kaylin. She's out. Well, I didn't really get all the votes. That was mostly others, but got votes for Kaylin. Kaylin is out now. But I feel some type of way now because Andy decided at the end of Tribal, after the votes were read, he was gonna talk to Noah and Mark and be like, oh yeah, that's what you get. You thought you were gonna get me out like that? No, yeah, you're not gonna do that to me. Like, what? Are you stupid? Because not only does he say, why are you lying? He's like basically blowing up my entire game. Like, don't tell people what I tell you. That's not how it goes. You told me you would never do that. And when he does, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're continuing on. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, if it was me and I would have done it, he would have hated me. He would have gotten mad at me. He would have acted like he wasn't mad, but he would have been mad. So when you do that to me, you're basically ruining my game. Oh, I'm gonna talk to him. And when I talk to him, he better hope and pray I don't get loud, because that's not gonna be cute. It's not gonna be nice. When you're messing up my game, I don't like that. Like, why would you say that? That's the dumbest thing you could have done. Dumbest, because now those two want me out. They're working with Dejan. Dejan might want me out. I don't know who else they're working with. I don't know who he might. Ooh.
Literally, I'm pissed right now. Like, literally, and Kaylin snuffed post the fight's breaking out. The fight between the whole tribe's breaking out. We're literally all fighting each other. And I'm reading a conversation on the comments between Andy and Noah. And Noah, Noah mentions my name. And I'm like, why is my name being mentioned? And he's like, talk about the conversation you had with me with Andy. I never had a conversation with Noah. I had one conversation with him. So I talked with Andy, and Andy tells me how Noah told him that I'm just using Andy and Annabelle for votes in this game. I'm just using them and I'm not really with them. Noah, what the fuck? I've never said those things ever. Like, literally, Andy's one of my closest allies, and so is Annabelle. Like, I love them so much. I would never use them for votes like that. Like, why is he spreading lies like this? Like, why is he doing this to me? Like, literally, like, don't start screwing up my game, because, like, literally this next vote, if you don't win immunity, you're going home. Like, I'll get votes for you to go home. Like, I can't stand it.
Sad to say, but good for my game. Kaylin was voted out. If you're watching this, Kaylin, you're a really cool gal. But afterwards, freaking Noah goes on, ugh, all you are is a bunch of followers. And I'm like, well, some people follow both sides. At Kaylin, telling one side she's gonna vote their way, and telling the other that she's gonna vote their way. And Noah goes on and on, Andy, you're just a follower, blah blah blah, you're just a follower, you haven't done anything in this game, da 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 da, da, da. And then the next minute contradicts himself and is like, you've been manipulating everyone, da 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 da, on and on and on and on. And I think it's just an attempt to blow up his game for somebody on his side, who knows. But I'm just rolling with it, having fun, trolling a little. I forgot to mention, Wyatt, like, he hasn't been already voted out of this game before jury starts rambling on about this page about how I lied to him, how I lied to his face, didn't want to be his friend, how I plotted against him, how I talked crap about him, when none of that is true. And goes on and on and on, when I had no idea they had thrown a competition to get him out. I was the only person who wasn't in on his vote on the original tribe. And it's just bullshit that, like, he tried his hard. He's like, you're a nasty person. Like, dude, you're a nasty person if you genuinely are that upset about something that I had no part in, and the only reason you think I'm a part of it is because you heard it from someone else that you quote-unquote have known for years. Wow, that makes it so trustworthy. Somebody you've known for years on the internet told you that I did something. They're trying to save face. Thank you.
Okay guys, so sadly Miss Kaylin was voted out, and although I did vote for her, I'm really gonna miss her, you guys. Kaylin was such a sweetheart. She had the funniest jokes. She was the life of the party. She was truly one of a kind, but in reality she was on the other side, so I had to vote her out because I was just kind of scared she might have told somebody something about me that they could use against me, or she might have done that down the line, who knows. But the game goes on, and every vote gets harder and harder, you guys. You guys don't know this yet, or you might not see this behind the scenes, but we really do draw such an emotional connection to every single person on the cast, and every time we go and vote, it just gets harder and harder. So I've been trying to push myself away from the emotional crap, but, like, I can't help but feel for these people.
Brand new day. I feel good or whatever. As of right now, I kind of feel as if my gameplay is through the roof. I don't feel like I'm a target right now. I don't feel like anyone's gunning for me as of right now. And so I'm definitely going to use that to my advantage. I think this week is definitely the week to get someone out who's a huge threat to my game. And the reason why I want to do this is because you have to think we're getting lower and lower in numbers, and I don't want no one who's going to be a threat physically or socially in the end with me. So I honestly think the best bet is for Andy to leave this week, only because he is very strong socially and he could possibly mess a lot of things up.
This immunity challenge is called Decipher, and I think that I'm gonna be pretty good at it, and the really only thing that could fuck me up is if I get too excited and too nervous, and then I overthink and I start to stress out. So I just need to calm down. I just need to calm myself down so that I can win. and be safe at this tribal, because I definitely think that if I don't win, I have a wonderful, great shot at going home, and I do not want to go out like this. Like, I haven't been able to end like I want to. I just want to shake them in their boots one more time and send Mark to exile, because I want to keep him safe. So if I can keep winning immunities and send Mark to exile so that we are both safe and the other side has to eat each other alive, then that's what I'm going to try to do.
So I see individual immunity rules, and I see it's an emoji phrase puzzle, and I'm like, yes, bitch, like, yes, I'm so good at phrases, I'm so good at puzzles, I'm good at emoji stuff, and I'm like, I got this in the bag, like, I definitely got this, like, I'm so good at this. So I get the puzzle, and I'm doing so good in the beginning. I'm like, a heartbroken defeat, and then I see the next emoji is a boat with, like, an oar. But the oar is, like, so tiny, but the next word of the puzzle was oar, and I literally didn't know that that boat emoji was representing the oar. So I flopped, and I couldn't get the rest of it, and Annabelle won. But good for her, like, she's safe, and I'm not safe, which sucks because I wanted to win. But this is the vote where I want Noah to go home because of all the lies he's been telling me. I was talking with Andy and Zach, and we were just talking about how Noah was lying, and we don't want this on the tribe. So we're gonna try to get the votes for Noah to go home. And I'm just like, as long as he goes home, I'm fine.
Oh my god, I was doing so good in that immunity challenge. I was so close, and I saw Drew reading my thing, so I knew I was super close. I was missing like one word. It was a fucking row. I thought I was like rowing, row, what the fuck? Like, and of course it was fucking oar, like the oar that you use to row the motherfucking boat. So I didn't see that shit, but Annabelle went immunity. She sent Ned to exile, which is fine with me. And I was trying to think of like voting Dejan, because I feel like he's kind of playing a good game, but everyone was like kind of wanting to vote Noah, and I just didn't feel like it was necessary to try to rock the vote, you know. But then Rod came up to me and basically is like, Zach, like, I think we need to blindside Andy, and like, it is a good move, honestly, but like, this is not the time. Like, we need to get more of them out, because we need to make sure that if we do flip, we will have the numbers no matter what, even after the flip, because we can't do it with 7-4. No, it's just too close, and I'm not taking the risk.
Honesty, I am so done with these immunities. Like, I cannot win to save my life. I don't know what's happening. I'm usually really good at challenges, but for whatever reason, I can't win. Whether it's because of work or talking to family, or just because I'm dumb and can't use my head. This massive head, I can't use it when I need it. Like, I don't understand. So I'm looking confused and stupid. I'm open for grabs once again because Ned was sent to exile once again. It sucks. But I'm still on that train of getting Andy out this week. I feel like he is the biggest threat right now. And if it comes down to it, like, I need him gone. That's basically.
Immunity was like an hour ago, so now obviously the tribe is talking about the vote and what we're gonna do. So Rod came to me, and Rod was like, listen, like, me, Noah, Dejan, and Mark are gonna be voting out Andy, like, and I'm gonna try to get Zach on plan. Like, are you on plan? And I tell him, I'm like, I don't really know if I want to vote out Andy right now. And he was like, okay, like, can we talk with Zach and see like what you guys want to do? And if you have Zach, then we have the numbers, like, it'd be 6. So I talk with Zach, and we're on call, and basically we're deciding who goes home. Like, it's literally, we vote with them and we send Andy out, or we vote with the people who like have been with us and we vote out Noah. And we got the votes for Noah to go home by telling all these people how like Noah's a threat. So we're gonna do that. Like, me and Zach both want Noah out of this game, and I don't want to vote out Andy. Andy's literally one of my best friends in this game, and I don't want him to leave now. So sorry, Rod, like, but we're voting out Noah, and Noah will be going home at this tribal council as long as no one flips, and I don't think they will.
Let this be known, if you try and come for me, I surely will cut thee. Period. So Noah, I'm sorry, but you want to get me out. I'm gonna get you out first. You can't get me out. I have immunity. You wanted to go against me because you think I'm so far up Zach's ass. Well, you know, I basically control everything Zach does. He's up my ass for anything. Period. So you're gonna go tonight. Praise you have an idol. It's too risky to split the votes. We did split with you and Dejan. And you're being voted out because you're a huge threat. You're a huge threat. And you're really good at sweet talking people. I've been there before in Reality.to Truth. You can sweet talk your way into anything, and that's dangerous in this game, because I'm not good at that. I'm good at being a bitch. Weird.
All these people, I'm ready to go home. Literally, like, I literally probably sent about 20 times of trying the phrases, and I'm pissed off. Like, fuck that bitch Annabelle. That's why she's ugly. That's why she's at the bottom of the totem pole. I hope this bitch can win every immunity until the final 3. But then again, she will still lose because she's a dumbass bitch. I'm ready to go home. I don't want to be around these people anymore. Like, if they don't send me home, I literally might fucking, like, evacuate myself from this game because I literally hate them all. Like, I want a better season. Like, I hate these people. Like, literally, I have never hated a cast that I have played with more in my entire existence. And I love Drew, and I love Pound, I love Rocky, and I was so excited to play this game. But the amount of followers in this game makes me absolutely sick, and I'm just disgusted at the way this game has been being played by these people who honestly don't even know what they're doing. So, at least the Ponderosa house is cute.
I put in plan to get Noah out. I'm talking to Andy, and like, you know, we have to get Noah out. Like, this is even before the immunity. I'm like, he has to be next. Like, he's a huge threat. And I kind of put in the plan of motion to get Noah out. And hopefully it works. I mean, I talked to my alliance. I talked to the Fab Five. They're 100% down. And he better not have an idol, or else I'll find you. I'll hunt you down. I'll throw you in a river. No, I'm like, y'all, I feel like I'm being so vicious in the confessionals. Like, I'm like not like that much of a vicious person. It's just like, you know, I'm just that. I feel like I'm so egotistical right now. I hate it. And it's just like, watch them edit this part out. Like, I don't know how I'm like gonna get viewed. Like, I don't want to like get like hate comments or anything.
For this vote, I need 6. Well, I need 5 other people, including myself. That'll be 6, and that's majority. So Noah and Mark, that's pretty easy because they want to stay in the game. So those two. Noah, Mark, Christian, he's been my ally for a long time. Zach, maybe Zach. And Dejan. I know with those 5, we could make it pretty far, or we could just get this big threat out and then go about our ways, because Andy is such a big threat, and at the end of the day, he's going to ruin a lot of things if he makes it to a certain point, because his social connections are so great. I just don't need that, and I don't want to go up against that whatsoever. So I love him a lot, but that's sadly who it's got to be for me. Really nervous about this vote because I'm getting a lot of weird answers from people. Zach, I don't know how he feels about it. He's up, around, and everywhere. He doesn't know where he's gonna vote. I don't know where he's gonna vote. And then there's Christian. You know, I have absolutely no clue who Christian is gonna vote, because Christian is just being Christian. He never really gives a full answer. He hasn't even answered me. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know who the vote's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to go down. And that's what I'm most afraid of. I'm afraid that this plan is going to backfire, and that my game is going to be exposed, and that's going to put a target on my back, which I 100% don't want right now, or at all, actually. So I'm just hoping and I'm praying that something happens, that Zach and Christian and the rest vote with me so we can take out Andy.
Noah absolutely hates me now, which gives me a reason to try and get people to vote for Noah. Oh, you know, I think Noah's a threat. He might win a competition. Yeah. But the real reason I want Noah out is because he's gunning for me. The man hates me. You know, so that's definitely who's got to be out. He's the other side's really scrambling though, as usual, and I think they're trying to sway other people to vote me. But who knows? If I leave and this is my last confessional, I wish you all good luck.
You know, pretty much made my decision to get rid of Noah, but then Andrew comes to me and he's like, Zach, don't freak out. but Andy came up to me and said he wants to make a Final Four with me, Annabelle, him, and Lewis. I'm not in that Final Four. Andrew came to me and told me this. Andrew, I fucking love you for this. So this is just opening my eyes, and now I'm seeing, like, maybe I need to fucking vote out Andy tonight. Like, I cannot have someone in this game who doesn't want me in their future plans. And he's been acting like so buddy-buddy with me, and I literally trusted him so much. Like, I'm so dumb to even trust him. Like, oh, I should have known. So right now, I'm really, like, debating whether or not, like, I know, like, if I go to Christian tell him, like, I need to do Andy, he's not gonna make it go to Rocks, so he'll do it with me, but, like, I don't know if it's the right decision. Oh my god.
My plan worked, and Noah got flung, baby bye bitch, bye. And I feel very good because, yeah, that was basically me doing that. So, I mean, it wasn't basically me, it was like more of a consensus, but at the same time, I was like the only one who was like mainly pushing it, because I did bring up his name, and I was like, Andy, we gotta like vote out Noah, and he was like, alright. And then, I mean, it wasn't like, okay, he was like, yeah, makes sense. And then, I talked to the Fab Five, they're like, I was like, vote on Noah, and they're like, okay. So I'm like, kind of controlling a lot of the votes right now, but I don't want people to think that. I kind of want people to think Andy's controlling the votes. And that's what people are saying, so it's like, I'm trying to defend him at the same time, so he thinks I'm loyal to him, which I am loyal to him for right now. The only person I'm loyal to is myself, because to all the snakes out there, you better watch out.
Triple was another success. How many is that in a row now? 4? Or 3? 3. Will hopefully be a 4th. It wasn't a blindside because no one better saw it coming. But I do now know from this morning that Christian has the idol. So I wasn't sure if Christian did, but the fact that Noah didn't play anything, or Dijon didn't play anything on Noah, when Dijon knew already Noah, confirms that Christian has the idol, which I kind of want to flash. So when the whole pecking order and other things, all dies and we're the last people left, I'm going to try and flush Christian's idol. And that's my goal, that's my plan. Also, Rod flipped. You're an idiot. You're safe in the numbers. Good job, 10 out of 10. You also didn't vote enough soon.
So Tribal just ended like 5 minutes ago, and Noah went home, and I'm so happy about that because he was a strong challenge beast, strong player, and I'm happy he's gone. But I talked with Andy, comes to me after Tribal, we have a conversation, and he's like, do you have the idol? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, like, who told you that? And he was like, Noah told me. Like, Noah said you have the idol. First of all, I've never told Noah that, so there's another reason. Like, he's a liar too. That's another reason why I want him gone. So I like trust Andy a lot in this game. Like, literally, like, one of my best friends here on this island. So I open up to him and I tell him I have the idol. And I tell him how, like, he's like, oh my god, I won't tell anyone. I'm like, I'll use it for both of us. Like, I'll try to help us both in this game because, like, I need someone to have on my side in this game, and I need Andy here. So I promised him that I'll use the idol on him or me to help us both continue in this game. And he was very happy about it. Also, besides telling Andy how I had the idol, he also, like, said to me how someone flipped on him on the vote, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was like, I know who voted you. So I tell him who voted him, like the 4 votes. I tell him how it was Noah, Dejan, Mark, and Rod. And, like, I'm just, like, opening up to him, like, and he's, like, opening up to me about stuff in the game. Like, literally, like, we trust each other. And he's just really someone I want to continue working with in this game. And, like, as I said, like, I'd use the idol on both of us to keep us both safe in this game. Because, like, yes, I know I found the idol, but I'm, like, the type of person who is very loyal to my allies. And if he needs help in this game, I'm going to do whatever it takes to help him. And I said to him, I was like, I'll have your back in this game as long as you have mine. And he said he'll have my back. We promised each other. So I really trust him. And I'm just hoping that, like, both of us can make it to the end.
Noah just got voted out by a vote of 6-4. Christian and I ultimately decided to send Noah out over Andy because We need to ensure we have the numbers. I went over this, trust me guys, it's very strategic, and it was definitely the right decision for me and my game. But as of right now, I do not trust Andy at all after what Andrew told me. I also know that Dejan and Mark have a lot of votes on the jury, so that's dangerous. And then Ned is dangerous because he's such a GOAT. No one is going to vote for him to win this game, so everyone wants to take him to the finals. So I have 4 options right now for the next vote. It's going to be either Andy, Ned, Dejan, or Mark. Everyone else I want to keep safe, but like one of those 4 needs to go at the next treble.
These people in this game are so stupid. Like, how could you be so dumb to keep this guy here another week? Like, what? The more he stays here, the more power he's getting. The more he stays here, the more he's obtaining votes. Like, it's making me so mad, and it's so frustrating because he's a threat and people aren't seeing it. And if they are seeing it, they're just scared. Why are you scared to make a move? Like, you shouldn't be scared to make any move. It's a move. That's why you're supposed to not be afraid. Do what you think is right. Don't follow behind the leader. Like, that's so annoying and it's so aggravating. Like, it's not hard whatsoever. It's not hard to just vote someone who's a threat. Vote the threat. Noah was not a threat whatsoever. Not one bit. Better yet, you could have gotten out Noah any other week. There is no way Noah's gonna win 7 or 8 different individual immunities back to back like that. There's no way. It's impossible. Like, really? Are y'all that stupid that y'all would think that? And even if there was a chance he could do that, physical challenges are not always the way to go. They're not. You're not going to make it far just because, or you're not going to win, I mean, just by winning challenges. We saw that in many different actual Survivor seasons. You can win the most individual immunities as much as you want, but that does not mean you are going to win. So, not voting Andy out when you had the chance was the dumbest thing these people could have done. And when he makes it to the end and he wins, I'm going to vote for him. I swear I'm going to vote for him if he makes it to the end, because these people are so stupid and they don't have a brain of their own, and that's what's going to be their downfall.
I want to make this confessional as clear as possible because it's about a misunderstanding that's completely my fault. I was talking in the group chat about my opinion on why stereotypes and group mentality exist, and I worded it wrong and made it look like I was agreeing with a stature that black people want to be victim all the time, when that's completely opposite of what I was trying to say. I didn't word it right, I didn't include enough detail, and it looked wrong, and it obviously made people upset, and I understand why. People can choose, I mean, not to believe what I'm saying now, but I have no reason to lie, and all I can do is say sorry. I genuinely am sorry for that comment and how much it hurt people that were in the chat, and even now. It may seem very unclear what I'm referring to, but the people in the game know what I'm talking about, and yeah. I'm sure you'll hear about it.
During Tribal, Dejan talks about a sensitive subject about definitely needed to be brought up, and it was a comment that one of the other castaways made, and it's also at the same time is because it's interesting how this is playing out, and I'm not on the outside. I don't know what's happening because I'm literally on Fiji right now, and I just don't want to be pinned out as someone who is, quote unquote racist or something like that. And there was many things said. I was trying to listen to both sides, and I'm trying to understand where everyone's coming from. And it's also very difficult because I love everybody, and I would never ever want to become a racist, and I don't think anyone would intentionally to come off and say something that they...
So I come back from exile, and I'm so mad because everyone's attacking me. I walk into the chat, everyone's attacking me, saying that I'm selfish, I'm irritable, or I'm some stupid thing, like everyone's yelling at me, and I'm like, sorry, this is an individual game. I'm sorry if you're gonna attack me, Mark, if you're gonna attack me, Dejan, like literally attack me all you want. I'm going home next. I've embraced the fact that I'm going home, but I will win the next immunity challenge, and I'll send Andrew to exile, and let's make a move on Zach. I'm here to play the game. Don't act like I'm not here to play the game. I'm on your side. You're not doing any favors for yourself attacking me when there's a whole other side that we need to attack first. So don't come for me, come for the other side first and sort your shit out, literally.
Y'all, Mark is like pissed. He is pissed because he knows in the minority, and he's like making these like chats, and like he's making this like comments in the chat, and he's like, well, like, look at the minority, we're so good, like everyone's gonna be rooting for us, like, ugh, the minority's slayed, like what's gonna happen when the minority's gone, like all about the minority, like, okay then, I didn't ask. I don't think anyone else asked, so why are you giving your opinion if no one asked? But you do you. I mean, you keep fighting and you keep manipulating people because that's what you do best. And hopefully other people recognize it, because you try manipulating me like once with our one conversation, like demanding me like to tell you to vote. Like, sis, I'm sorry. Like, not, like, I don't know. But I don't want to like be badgering him. He does seem nice, but it's just like how the sides turn out. And he's on the other side, so I'm coming for him. And you better watch out. Also, after we got back from Tribal, there was an interesting tension going on because the minority knows the minority, and if Rod never flipped, he would have probably been in a better position right now than he actually is, because we know he's a wild card, like we've been new, but like, so I kind of felt like Tommy, like from Big Brother 21, with the Nicole and like Bella situation, because Andy and Rod were like fighting each other, and I was just like sitting there, like kind of being the mediator. I'm like, I don't want to like barge in or anything, but like at the same time, I'm gathering all this information. I have to be very careful, like who I'm telling the information to, because Andy wants like Annabelle out and like Zach out, and Zach wants to know if Andy wants him out. I'm like, what? No, because them two are gonna go after each other. Well, I'm just like, hi, how are you? But I'm just have to be like very careful with like who I'm distributing the information to. But I did tell Zach that Annabelle has a good shot at winning this game, but that's what Andy said.
Hey guys, I'm kind of frustrated, not gonna lie. I'm just sitting in the tribe chat and I'm minding my own business, I'm chilling. And then Mark comes along and he's like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna have a speech when I'm voted out about how me, Rod, and Dejan were mistreated in this game. Mistreated? Boy, I hope you're not talking about me. I have not been more honest, more nice to anyone in any game I've played on the opposite side of me than I have been to Mark. I have been on the opposite side of Mark for the whole game, and I have not been more nice, kind, and honest to anyone on that side than I have been to Mark. I know that I'm not playing the same game as you, and I know that I voted some of your people out, but that gives you absolutely no right to tell me and the world that I am the one that is mistreating you, because I am not. I have not said one personal attack on you, so don't go there.
So, it's the day after the vote, and right now, I don't know how I feel right now, because that's one less number that's out of the game, and I truly don't know what to do right now. I just want to take a shot at this alliance because they're literally running the game right now. And I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. They need to go. They need to step. I don't care how many, just they need to go. We need to take at least one shot at them. So, although last tribal didn't really work out, I want either myself, Ned, Mark, or Dejan to win this next immunity. That way, we can... what am I trying to say? If one of us four win immunity, we can send someone from the other side to exile. While they're at exile, then boom, we take someone out from their side. Okay, now I just want to rant because I'm bored, but anyways, the people in this game are the dumbest freaking people I've ever met in my entire life, because who votes with a majority side continuously knowing that you're not in this majority alliance? You're just voting with them because they're saying, oh yeah, this is the vote, yeah, that's gonna be majority anyway. It's like, no, what is the point of playing the game if you aren't going to take a chance? Like, and if you know you are the two votes, Christian and Zach, you are the two people, the two votes that matter, and you decide to go with the majority who don't care for you. They're not going to choose you over anyone, but you choose the majority side instead of choosing the side that's trying to get rid of the majority. It doesn't make sense to me because they are solid. They will never turn on each other. They will never even think about turning on each other. So for people to, not people, what's their names? Christian and Zach. Hold on, this.
I'm in like a pretty big dilemma right now because it's like really early right now where I am, and I just woke up, and people like are on Discord till like 2 a.m. and I'm like, I need my beauty sleep. Like, you expect me to stay up that late? I need my beauty sleep. That's so funny. But like, I literally stayed up till like 1 a.m. and that's like really late for me. But anyways, so it's kind of Zach is kind of terrifying me right now because when like I was just in a conversation with Mark, Ned, and Andrew last night, and he was like messaging me like, were they talking about me? I mean, like, there were, but like I don't want to get back to him because if I do want to get him out, I don't want him to know about it because he is playing a decent game. But he's constantly talking to multiple people alone, and like I don't barge him and ask him like, what was that conversation about? What was that conversation about? Like, it was about with Andy, but like at the same time, it does kind of bother me a little bit. And then Andrew was like, do you think we should get Zach out? And I honestly said, not now. Now is like not the right time because, I mean, it's stupid to get him out right now. But eventually we do. I think we probably should have to because he is running a couple of votes. I mean, besides me, I don't want people to think I'm running the votes because I did run a couple votes. But I just, like, he's trying to make himself like comfortable with everybody, and I just don't think people are realizing it, and now I think I'm starting to, like, open my eyes in this game. Everyone, all the fans are like, Lewis, wake up your freaking eyes. I'm like, okay. So I wake up my eyes, and I'm just trying to see what's gonna happen and how it's gonna benefit my game. But I want to blindside Christian.
So a lot of information's coming in at once. So Christian ended up telling me that he does have the community idol. He hasn't told anybody else. I told him to keep it between us. So only I know about that right now. And I just talked to Mark, and apparently Ned is trying to target me this next tribal council and is saying that Annabelle is on board. And they're going to send Andy if Annabelle gets the thing. She's going to send Andy if Ned gets it. He's going to send Andy. So we will see about that. And that Annabelle would flip and vote out me at this next tribal council. So Mark came and told me because he wants to flip it on Ned, which I don't know is true or not, but like, I wouldn't be opposed to it because I honestly want Ned out of this game. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. And if Ned gets immunity, that we vote Annabelle, which like, I don't know, like, I just like, I want to talk to Christian and see where his head's at, and yeah.
Talking to Ned, and we kind of came to the consensus that me and him have to work together in order to make it far in this game. Because if we don't, then this alliance is going to make it throughout the entire thing. And so the thing is, Ned would have to work with Mark and Dejan. Mark and Dejan don't exactly like Ned. Actually, no one likes Ned. No one. So us four have to band together. If we don't, we're literally going to lose this game. And no one wants to lose. I definitely don't want to lose. I want to make it far. This is the time where I'm going to play my hardest. So hopefully us four can band together, and then I can get someone from this other side that should make majority. So
like I'm ashamed of the potato right now, but we're just gonna go with it. So Ned's literally on the rockest of rock bottoms, and telling me that I think we should make a move. And I'm like, so in my head, so I can't resume, but I was like talking to Andy about what Ned said, and we're thinking of trying to flush the idol. We're pretty sure Christian has it, but Dejan could. So I'm out of telling Christian he's going home, make him play the idol. But we actually wrote Dejan out. It's gonna be risky because we are in good numbers. but it's just gonna try and put the fear in people without getting caught yourself. I mean, it depends who wins immunity or whatever, it goes back, but yeah, he's not up another couple of days, so a lot can happen between now and then, but ideally I want that idol to go back to where it came from.
Hey guys, so basically, after coming back from exile, going into this immunity challenge, I do not feel confident at all. You know, I've really faced rock bottom. Like, you can't get much rock bottom than this. Like, I have no alliances anymore. I don't know where to go from here. Like, half the cast want me out, half the cast don't like me. It's just me and hopefully winning immunity, and right now I don't think I'm gonna be on for immunity, so I'm just really upset that right now my game is just about to end unless I really pull something out. I'm not gonna give up, but right now things are gonna change, and hopefully I can change them.
I lost by 2 seconds to none other than the comp beast Christian. We had to hold these freaking blindfolds on for a half hour. I was 29 minutes and 49 seconds. Christian was like 29 minutes and 51 seconds. I was so close. Now I wasted a half hour of my life. For what? To lose second place. I was the first place loser.
Oh, Christian won immunity. Big surprise. I know. He's so good at everything. It's not even fair. But guess who went over the time limit? Me. Because clearly I'm a comp beast and everybody on this tribe should feel threatened because I smack every challenge that I'm in. And now I have to go to tribal, which is not good for my health, honestly. My heart rate goes too high. My stress level goes through the roof. And, you know, that's not really good for my crippling anxiety. So, yeah, I have to cope with that. Apparently for the vote, what I'm thinking is, people have been telling me that I have been playing Zach's game. The audacity. It's kind of true, though. We stand someone that's self-aware. But if people are thinking I'm playing Zach's game, then the jury's gonna think I'm playing Zach's game. So from the final, they're not gonna vote for me. So if I vote Zach out, maybe that's gonna show them that, hey, this kid's really doing something. And maybe that'll help me.
Of course, Christian wins immunity. On a time where there's now a solid amount of time between the challenge and tribal. Not only the one person I just want to win wins, but it's now coming to my attention that Rod's officially flipped. You, Mark, and Dijon are that trio, with Ned as the outside fourth. And they know that I'm willing to make a move, so they're dragging me as a fifth. And because there's no exile left in play, that's a 5-5 tie. I'm not going to Rocks. Like, as much as that's a great move, I've shit luck with Rocks. I've gone to Rocks 5 times. 4 of those times I've gone home. I have the worst luck with these things. So, I don't know what to do from now. I'll see what everyone else wants, and let's see what.
On call right now with Andrew and Zach, and they're like discussing the vote because after Christian won immunity, we're like discussing the vote, and they throw Dejan's name. No, that's not gonna fly by me. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna vote out Dejan because I gave him my word saying I won't vote him, and like I also don't want that to get like misconstrued because like I was thinking like about like using that like that word, and honestly, like I don't want him to think that like I'm in the whole time because I'm not gonna like keep him the whole entire game. But that's dumb for me if he's on the other side, and he can win the season because he's very likable, and I definitely see him having phenomenal jury management. So then, yours truly throws out Ned's name. And honestly, he has got to go, like, bye. Just following up on that, it's very, very good for my game if Ned goes, because if you think about it, there's like pairs in this game. Annabelle and Ned, that's what they're saying. Honestly, do I believe it? Low key, but at the same time, you never know. So, I'm just thinking, like, if I get out Ned, these 3 people, Rod, Dejan, and Mark, are gonna have to be loyal to me. And they wouldn't vote me out the next round, they would vote out someone else. So, It's a win-win situation for me and Andrew.
One side wants to do Zach, the other side wants to do Ned. Ned's in the best position in this game. Everyone wants to take him to the end because he can beat against Ned. He's pissed off everyone this game. Not me so much, but also people now suspecting me and they're actually getting along now. And also, Zach's told me that he's heard rumors I'm flipping on him. Who said that? So of course I'm going to deny this. And Ned's kind of bossing me around, like, he says all the time, like, I feel so right, Zach asks you do what Zach says, but he's literally bossing me around, telling me, do this, I don't get you're unactive because you're at school, but you don't need to boss me around. You're literally irking my onions. I don't like being bossed around, I don't like told what to do. I'm the one telling people what to do, you don't tell me what to do, so... Might be ringing out tonight, Ned, and Ned can hate me, but...
So I just had a conversation with Ned, and Ned tells me, Andrew, Annabelle told me that you didn't like me. Is that true? I mean, yeah, it's kind of true, because after what you did, I don't want that happening again. I did tell him that I don't like him strategically after what he did, because I hold grudges, I'm a bitter Betty, that's just how God made me. But then I think, wait a damn minute. You and Annabelle are supposed to be enemies. So why are you coming through telling me that Annabelle told you that I don't like you? Because you're supposed to be enemies, at least that's what you told me. Oh, so they're best friends. I see, so they told me they're enemies, but they're really best friends, so they're lying. So we have some liars in the tribe. No, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because no shade, but Jason lied to me, and y'all saw where that got him. Yup, first boot. So I have to rethink my vote now, because I don't want anybody lying to me, so if you lie to me, you pay the price.
Anyway, though, I think everybody's being a little wishy-washy about the vote, which obviously makes me nervous, but I'm pushing for Ned, because Ned is a duo with Annabelle. No matter what she says, they're still somewhat close. I know that she was trying to possibly sway it towards Zach instead, or somebody like that. So Ned would be a good option right now. I need to cut ties so that nobody sways to the other side.
Operation Get Me Out seems like it's still in motion, and I guess Andy just told Ned that we're voting for Dejan. Don't know why. So they're gonna know who we're voting, and I don't know. I'm not feeling too good. I think that there might be a flip tonight. I definitely could be voted out. But honestly, at this point, like, vote me out. Like, I did everything I could to get to this spot in the game. Like, if they vote me out, they're dumb. I can't do anything if people are dumb. Why would you side with 4 people who all are going to beat you? Well, not Ned, but Rod, Dejan, and Mark are going to beat anybody in the final tribal council. Why would you keep them all in the game? I don't know. I mean, these people, if they do vote me out, I will love to sit and watch them all lose.
So, I'm in a predicament this tribal where it's either I vote out Ned and then what do I do after that, because that would be me switching to the other side, but I don't know if I can trust them necessarily, or it's me staying loyal to Ned. It's gonna be a 5-5 vote. We would go to Rocks, and then it could be me going home. So it's like, what do I do? It's either I stay loyal or I flip to the other side and I'm safe for like, what, 2 more weeks? Let's see what happens.
Allegedly Christian's throwing a vote on someone random. Either way, it's going 5-4-1 split, because I'm sorry, Ned, I'm voting you out. Andy and Andrea talked to them when you told me that you're trying to swing them, and I said no, they're voting Ned down because it's clearly obviously sending them bullshit lies. Because they say Andy and Andrew on the bottom. Those 2 are the ones I want to take to the end. Because I feel like people would root for it. That's the end now I think about it. So I want to take the AAA people to the end. But I'm hearing, Ned and Zach, and I'm just hoping everything goes to plan, no random twists are thrown. I just hope everything goes smooth. Sorry, Ned.
Tribal is getting closer by the minute. We're up to under 15 minutes before, and I'm torn. I'm really, really, really perplexed. I don't know what to do. I'm twisted like a pretzel. The vote is between Ned and Zach from what I've heard, and I honestly have good reasons to vote out both of them. If I vote out Zach, I'm getting out a threat that could win this game potentially. And people might see that I'm making my own moves, but if I vote out Ned, I'm putting myself into like a better number situation, a better spot on the tribe, and there's going to be more people that other people will target instead of me. There has been a lot of talk about rocks, and I feel like we've all really worked too hard, too long to get here, so I don't want to get out because of a randomizer. So I think I'll be basing my vote off of who I think might be getting the most votes tonight, because I do not want to go to rocks. Like, that's a no-no for me.
There's more. Travel is not over. 5 minutes, vote another person out. Thanks, Drew. I'm just delaying my life even more. So we all run and we decide to vote Dijon. Obviously, tension between Andy and Dijon escalates a bit more in this period, and Andy said, "Yep, we're voting out Dijon." The other side wanted to vote Andy, but Mark had already voted Zach, so I was like, whoops, well, I know what's happening. But Andy, in his anger, revealed the whole entire plan to vote out Dijon.
Okay, so we are informed that it's a double tribal council. So we literally only have 5 minutes to vote. I'm like, whoa, what am I doing? And so the immediate thought, I go to the group chat with the 5 of us. I've already said it, so if you don't remember, oh well. But the 5 of us, and I'm like, okay, we need to vote Zach. Like, just vote Zach. It's not that hard. Just vote him. Please vote him. We're not even a majority anymore, so it doesn't matter now. And they're like, oh, we don't want to piss Zach off. Bitch, what? Sorry. Oh my god, I keep cursing. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They're already gonna pick us off one by one. So you might as well just do it. Just vote them. Of course they didn't. Or I don't think they did. So now it's like, what should I do? I really don't want another person from my side going home. It's like, it's ridiculous. Let me see if I know these names. Noah went home. Oh, that's the last one. But you know, me switching from this majority side to the minority side, that's what kind of effed up my own game, and I can take ownership of that. If I wouldn't have jumped ship, I would have been perfectly fine. But like I said, the game is all about risks. I'm not going to sit here and play someone else's game. I'm going to play my own game. And so when I switched, I knew like it's gonna work. It might not work, whatever. But now I can't keep losing people on my side. It's Noah, it's Ned. Who's next? Dijon. Dijon is getting freaking votes now because of his argument with Andy or whatever, and Andy wants him out. But I have an idol. So I hate myself because I said I was going to use it for me and I'm not going to use it for anyone else. But in this case, what else can I do? I'm losing numbers by the day. I'm already in the minority. What else should I do? What else can I do, really? No one's switching because they're scary. No one wants to make a move because they're scary. So the best thing for me is to keep Dijon in the game, and the only way I can do that is by playing my idol. But I'm still kind of like, I don't know if I should do it because that's my idol. I want it played on me. I don't want it played on no one else. I don't care who Dijon is. I want to play it on me. But I'm thinking about it really into depth, and whatever it comes down to, I really hope.
I'm sorry. Lewis can't answer the phone right now. He's busy because he's not going to double tribal. No, I'm not going. they announced instant tribal. Why do you want to tell me this now? Because I've been playing both sides, at least for that vote, and now you're gonna go instant tribal. Oh my freaking God. Y'all people.
I've always liked to play with.
Right up there.